did Cardi B just drop the worst album ever? I know you guys don't want to say it, but if you're not gonna say it, I'm gonna say it, okay? I'm gonna say it like it is because somebody needs to say this, especially the Barty Gang. I know you guys just love her so much and you've been waiting for 7 years for this album, and you just don't want to admit that the album is just not it. So without further ado, grab a cup of tea because today's tea is spicy, okay? So you know she's been doing better marketing. I'm not gonna take that away from her. The marketing is better. She's been active on social media. The album's name is Am I the Drama? And she's been quite into a few dramatics with the stories about her husband, her divorce, which has not been pronounced. She's still married. And the fact that she has a child on the way with Stefan Diggs, who also has children on the way, the fact that she's been in court and all that jazz, that should be enough drama. But you know what? It's not enough. It is not enough. We want blood. What we want in 2025 is blood. Like, we want her to be in a feud with somebody. I feel like she wants to be fighting with somebody. One of my favorite songs on the album is Pretty and Petty. In that song, I feel like I got the Cardi B from, Boda Kielo. Okay? But I feel like that's probably maybe the only song that I like on the album. By the way, let me know which is your favorite song on the album. I also like her song with Summer Walker. I think the name of the song is Dead. That song with Summer Walker, I like that one. I like the one with Kalani as well. Obviously, I like Up, which I don't understand why it's on the album, but I do understand, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, let me know the songs that you like on the album and the ones that you don't like. But yeah, basically it lacks drama. I feel like she needed to be, I don't know, I'm not trying to tell her to fight somebody, but maybe you should be fighting somebody. Or maybe it's because Nicki Minaj is not here. Maybe it's because she's not fighting with Nicki Minaj. Maybe that's it. Let's get into it. Because Nicki has been silent, okay? Now let's talk about the competition, because there's a lot of competition in the music industry, not just in the rap game, but like just in the music industry as a whole. Y'all remember that girl that's been trending? I don't even know if it's a girl, but it's an AI artist. It's an AI artist that has been signed to a label, and I think her contract is a multi-million contract that she's signed. And Kelani actually talked about this, and Summer Walker as well. I'm gonna put a few extracts so you guys can listen to what she has to offer and what other artists have been saying about this. So the industry is taken over by AI. So with these AI artists and these artists that are being created day by day, the competition is crazy. So basically artists have to fight even more. Like, Cardi B hasn't released an album in 7 years, and I feel like this body of work is not worth the 7 years that we've been waiting. Okay, please tell me if I'm lying. Do you really feel like you've been waiting 7 years for this? And you know damn well the only reason that this album is gonna be in the charts is because she put Up and Wet Ass Pussy on that album. The WAP. She knows she should have dropped this album when she dropped those two songs, Up and WAP. But because she knows she doesn't have anything better, she had to put those two songs onto this album so it can go into the charts. That's how it works. Although I do like Up and WAP, which used to be singles. Now they're on part of the album. Although I do like them, I feel like they're outdated, and yeah, this feels like it's a throwback or something. It's like we're going back a few years, and this album shouldn't been dropped in 2025. Also, I feel like it lacks storytelling. There's not enough storytelling. I feel like it's a few songs that she took here and there and she created an album. I feel like we don't really have we don't have a story. It should be like a story, I feel like there should be some direction. I don't understand the direction that she wanted to go in. And even though she said the album's name is Am I the Drama, I feel like there's just maybe 1 or 2 songs where she's so dramatic because she's throwing shots at people, but that's it. If you're gonna name your album Am I the Drama, I want dramatics onto dramatics and dramatics and dramatics after dramatic. That's all I want to hear. I feel like maybe it's because I'm in Europe, because in Europe we do love Cardi B, but we're not streaming her like that. But you know when we used to stream her? When she dropped Bora Kilo, when she dropped WAP, when she dropped Up, we were streaming it, we were listening to it, we were doing our TikToks, our lip syncs, our choreographies, and it's not even popping on TikTok. This album is not even popping on TikTok, so it's a flop. We'll watch and see what what the charts tell us, but for now, yeah, it's a no. The album is a no for me. Also, I didn't really understand the song with Tyla. Like Tyla was singing. I do love Tyla because I feel like I've talked about this on TikTok, and people were like, "You guys love to hate on Tyla." No, I don't love to hate on Tyla. I listened to that girl, and I was behind her when everybody else was trashing her. I love that girl, and I feel like on the US market, y'all are all jealous. Y'all are all jealous with Tyla, and y'all feel like she should be humble when she shouldn't. Okay, she's a beautiful girl. She's really talented, so it's not a problem. It's not even me that doesn't like Tyla. I just feel like the song she did with Cardi was just a song. Like it was just, yeah, they just went into the studio and were like, oh, let's do something quick and that's it. Because what was the point of that song? What was the point? Tyla rapping? Even though she said she's versatile, we like a girl who's versatile. But girl, you're doing pop, amapiano, Afrobeats, you're doing R&B, and now you're rapping. Like, I don't understand. It really lacked personality, and in that song, I feel like I didn't actually find Tyla's personality, nor did I find Cardi B's personality. Basically, it is two lost souls who found themselves on one song. That's it. That's how I saw it. So I didn't really like that song. Yeah. Other than that, the rest of the songs, they're cute. Yeah, they're kind of cute. Some of the songs are cute. So I feel like it's a good thing that she did release this album, but we're gonna need another one. We're gonna need another one. So I'm gonna need Cardi to actually go ahead and do a tour. Go ahead, do the concerts, do the tour, do whatever you gotta do, girl. Do it good, okay? Get your money and then get back into the studio and start recording for album number 3, because we're gonna need it. Because I don't think she can afford to go out for another 7 years. Girl, you are not gonna be able to do it, because by the time you come back 7 years later, it will be robots and AI and who knows, maybe aliens singing for us, rapping for us. Who knows? The industry is changing. There's too much competition. Like, you can't be playing like this, girl. You need to put in more work. 7 years for this? I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of backlash, but it's okay. Y'all be honest. We really did wait 7 years for this? Hell no. I know I did not wait 7 years for this body of work. She could do better. And even some people were reacting to this on TikTok, and some of these people were just saying the truth. Let's just watch some of these videos for a second, because some of these were funny.
If I say Cardi B album is ass, y'all gonna say I'm a hater. So what I am gonna say is, for the amount of time that we waited, which is 7 years, it just sounds like a bunch of thrown together singles. Conceptually, the album failed miserably, right? I mean, first of all, Am I the Drama? Was that just a name? Where's the drama? You put a diss track on there against Bia. Okay, cool. First of all, who drops a diss track on an album before leaking the diss track? Like, for one, that's a lame ass clout chasing move. But everything she do is clout chasing, so no surprise there. Lyrically, it's nothing going on here, right? No bars, no wordsmithing going on whatsoever. So you failed on that part, right? Sonistically, average. Mediocre. Like, it's just not there. Like, y'all are gonna say, oh, it's a good song because y'all hear a couple songs and y'all like a couple songs. Did I like a couple songs? Yeah, a couple songs was cool. But albums are supposed to be sonic works of art that mesh together to create something, right? This is not that. This is just a bunch of thrown together singles that she's clearly created over the last 7 years. I even hear some songs that I know for a fact that Offset wrote. right? You know what I mean? Like it's nothing going on in this album that makes any sense sonistically. Sonically, there's nothing here. This is not the measure of an album, right? The way you measure an album's the way it's done versus how you measure a single is not the same.
I'm not gonna lie, I love me some Cardi B, but only song that was hidden in that album was that diss track to Bria. The rest of the songs are trash. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. The songs didn't cut it for me. They sound terrible. I love Cardi B to death, but the songs, nah, they're nothing to vibe to, you know? They don't give me no hyped up. They lame. Next.
Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. My name is Salaj. If you're new here, go ahead, like, share if you care, subscribe, okay? Subscribe. I'll put all my social here, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.